All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the NARC SSR Big Block Modified Series tonight from Charlotte. Drivers already ready to go qualifying, so we will get our Invocation National Anthem out of the way. Be back with heat racing in just a moment.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, drivers lined up for the heat races. Sorry you guys missed the starting lineup rundown there. You got to see it on the screen. Now, apparently I did not unmute my mic, even though I double-checked it. So we are ready to go racing. Heat race number 1, 3 on tap for you. Top 4 goes straight to the feature. We'll pull the rest of the field out of the B main. Fill it up. They have got 40 laps tonight for the feature. All right, pace truck will drop into the infield. Middle of the backstretch here. We'll go green out of 4. Colton Davis, your quick qualifier. 15.87 seconds this evening. Tommy Brandon on the front row. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 1 underway. Colton Davis like a rocket out in front. 7-8 car lengths already. Battle over the second position. Looks like Jeremy Prey He's going to grab that. Oh, a little bit of net code contact there going into 3. Wagon shuts Brandon. I think Jeff Sharp might have got a tiny piece of that. Everybody going to get away, squared up. Davis, Prey, Wagon shuts, Sharp, Bond, and Brandon now. Brandon under fire from Washock in the 77. Colton Davis, 0.8 of a second already at the end of lap 2 over Prey. Wagon shuts trying to run him down. Take second away from Jeremy Prey if he can. Jeff Sharp settled into that 4th spot, but he's got a little bit of a challenge. Bond showed him the nose. Right up the inside. 11 car hooking tight on the inside. He sits in 5th. Needs to get around Sharp if he wants the direct transfer spot. And he has not given up on that. We are 4 down, 6 to go. Davis is just out of here. 1.3 seconds. Stinking up heat race number 1 big time. Wagon Shuts and Prey now side by side. Wagon Shuts went to the top side. Give him the spot. Moving to position number 2. Prey back to 3rd. Still side by side for that 4 spot. Sharp and Bond. Hello, Mr. Bowers. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. I can see it no matter where you're at. YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. Let me know where you're watching from. We're watching a battle right here for the 4th and final transfer spot. Jeff Sharp, the 28 car, able to hang on, but Bond staying right on him. 3 to go this time. It's Colton Davis. Still 1.7 seconds. He's got Wagon Shuts in 2nd, Prey and Sharp. Your top 4 as we get to the 2 to go mark. Here comes Bond, works the inside. Can he get a little momentum through 1 and 2? Maybe get some drive out of the exit at turn 2. Yeah, just too much on the top side as Sharp kept that thing wound up. Sandy from New York, hello, welcome to the broadcast. So white flag in the air for Colton Davis, 2.2 seconds out in front of Ryan Wagon Shuts. Colton Davis will be in your feature tonight. Wagon Shuts, Prey, and Jeff Sharp will end up being the final transfer car. Washock, Brandon, Miller, Bond, and Flynn will all go through consies tonight. So we will get ready for heat race number 2. On the pole, the Rifco Wicked Energy Elbows Up Sim Sports number 5 from Franklin, Pennsylvania, the high side hustler, Braden Eiler. And on his outside, the Heartbreakers Graphics, Wraith Racing number 58 out of Houston, Texas, Josh Hart. Second row on the inside, the School of Sim Racing Team SSR Elite number 99, Birdsboro, Pennsylvania's Greg Lamy. And his outside, the One Machine, Jason Korn. Third row on the inside, the 19 of Waylon Wilson, Jacob Ludwig in the 81 on the outside of that row. Fourth row, Kyle Wergowski on the inside in the 17, the 21 of Brian Sizemore to his outside. And your back row, the Garmin Properties SSR GSR Guardsman Sim Racing number 18 car from Jacksonville, Illinois, Brandon Garman. Don't forget likes, shares, and follows. And if you're over on YouTube and Twitch, subscribe to the channel. On Facebook, come over to the Dirt Racing Network. Hit that follow button, hit the like button. Know every time we go live, about 13 shows a week. All right, pace truck to the infield. Flagman has the green laundry in his hand, waiting for Eiler and Hart to come out of turn 4, get heat race number 2 underway. Green flag in the air. Braden Eiler with a good start, and he's going right to the top, right beneath the marbles right there, and he'll have the lead out of 2. Bit of a gaggle behind LeMay right in the middle, and he slides up to the top side. He's going to have second. A lot of contact being made between cars behind that. LeMay settles into second. Korn trying to work the inside, see if he can take that away from Greg LeMay right there, and he's got it going into 3. Move LeMay to 3rd, and right now Waylon Wilson is going to hang on to 4th. Single file from 4th on back, and LeMay finds the wall. Wilson's going to go around. Look out. Wiergowski's going to take a shot at LeMay also. He couldn't make it stick. So keep LeMay in a transfer spot for the time being. Slider coming back here. That was Jacob Ludwig. And Brandon Garman, minor bit of contact. No harm, no foul. Back up front, Eiler, 1.25 seconds. He completes lap number 4 over Jason Korn, then Waylon Wilson and Greg LeMay. LeMay now trying to work the top side, find the momentum line and get around Wilson. Had a good run out of 2. We'll see what he can do in 3 and 4. He may take the 3rd spot back. Put Wilson back on the bubble, and he does just that. Halfway home, heat race number 2. Watching our bubble car, the 19 of Waylon Wilson. That's your final direct transfer spot. Wiergowski, the 17, is going up to the top shelf, see if he can find some momentum. He watched LeMay take the spot away. He's going to see if he can do the same thing. Now Wilson goes up top. Cover the line. LeMay's caught Korn. He's going to go around the top side. He may end up in position number 2 out of turn 4 right here. So LeMay, after early contact, has got that 99 car squared up. He is making up ground. He's 1.3 seconds behind the high side hustler, Braden Eiler. Eiler's going to see the 2 to go signal right there. Wiergowski's a row. Cars behind Waylon Wilson's car. Backwards. So is Ludwig. Those guys going to end up taking him to the pits. Braden Eiler. Lead shrinking down to 1.1 seconds, but he's got the white flag. All he's got to do is keep it facing forward, and he will be in your 40-lap feature this evening via direct transfer out of heat number 2. There's your checkered flag. LeMay second, Korn in 3rd, and Wiergowski in the 17 takes the final transfer spot. Hart, Garmin, Sizemore, Ludwig, and Wilson. Alphabet soup for you guys. He'll have a good spot in the B main to get started, Sarah. So find one of the transfer spots out of there. All right, 3rd and final heat race. Gridding out on the front stretch for us. On the pole. 92 of Michael Fritz to his outside. The 12 of Todd Hutton. Row 2 on the inside from Farmington, Missouri in the 32 car, Thomas Beckett. To his outside, the rowdy one. Wicked Energy Gum, Elbows Up Sim Sports, number 23 out of New Paris, Ohio, Billy Rowley. Whoops, clicked the wrong button. 3rd row on the inside, 24 car, Kyle Swader. To his outside, Scott Smith in the 53. Your 4th row, Kurt Nye on the inside. And on the outside, from Indianapolis, Indiana, in the 75, Michael Birthday. Team SSR Elite driver. And the back row, in the 14, will be Alex Clute out of Grand Blanc, Michigan. So 9 more cars. We're going to take 4 of them straight to the feature. That'll lock 12 in. We'll run through our alphabet soup and fill in the remaining cars for your feature tonight. Pace truck to the infield right here in the middle of the backstretch. We will wait for the green laundry out of turn 4 over Michael Fritz and Todd Hutton. Your front row for our final heat race of the evening. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 3 underway, and Fritz got another great jump. That inside is really getting good jumps on these starts. Hutton's going to slide into second. Beckett will get into 3rd, and Billy Rowley up on the top side, the 79 car. I know it says the 23 in the ticker, but he's in the 79. Oh, into the fence, Todd Hutton. And Hutton's car heavily damaged. He'll take that straight to pit road. So now it's Fritz, Beckett, Rowley, and Smith, your top 4, and Rowley's making a move on Beckett. He turned the car down in turn 4, got underneath Now slide job across the nose. These two drag racing into turn number 3. Rowley's got the high side. Going to have to cut the car down right at the exit. Beckett by half a car. Now Rowley late up to the top, but Beckett saw that coming a mile away. Great battle for second. Side by side again. Turn out of turn 4. Rowley needs the short slider maybe to lock this thing down. Just can't get it there. They are 1 second behind Michael Fritz. Fritz just driving away. You saw Beckett try to close the door there. Now he's going to seal it up. Going down into 1 and 2, and he pins Rowley on the bottom. That should secure the spot, at least for the time being. Scott Smith right behind, waiting to see if these guys make contact. Maybe a little bit of good fortune will come his way, and he'll get off that bubble because he's got Kyle Swader right behind him. 4 to go for Fritz out in front, 1.5 seconds. Then it's Beckett, Rowley, and Smith. That battle for second really not cooling off at all. Now Rowley's got the top side. He runs up beside. You just don't know what he's going to do off the exit of 2. If he can keep that top side, he may have enough momentum. Good run that time into 3. Rowley may use the top side and take second away from Beckett right here. Smith sees what he's doing. He's following right in his tire tracks. Now Rowley's got the spot. We'll watch Beckett and Smith. White flag for Fritz. 2.2 seconds. So Michael Fritz just needs to keep the car facing the right way, and he's going to the A main. Billy Rowley completely clear in second of Smith, who just cleared Beckett. So Smith in third, Beckett in fourth. That looks like how they're going to finish. Those 4 cars into your A main. Nye, Birthday, Clute, Hutton, and Swader. All into our soup tonight. Heat racing action complete. We will move to a C main, where we will take 4 cars and move them into the back of the B. 7 scheduled to start. It's going to be Clute on the pole with Flynn on his outside. Waylon Wilson inside row 2. Todd Hutton on the outside of that row. Derek Bond, row 3 on the inside. Jacob Ludwig on the outside. And on the back row, Kyle Swader. 7 cars. Just waiting on Wilson and Bond to make the call. If not, we'll have 5 cars racing for 4 spots. All right, 6 cars racing for 4 spots. Derek Bond, the only car to not make the call for the start of the C main. Clute and Flynn, Wilson and Hutton, and then Swader and Ludwig in row 3. All right, lights off on the pace truck. Green out of turn number 4. C main, top 4 to the B. Everybody else done for the evening. Derek Bond has already called it tonight, so we will eliminate 2 cars right here. Pace truck is in. Alex Clute waiting on him to find the loud pedal. He does so in the middle of turns 3 and 4, and the green flag is out. Inside row, got a good jump right there. Wilson right through with Clute. He jumps into second. Then Scott Flynn, the 461, in a third, and Todd Hutton 90 car up on the top. Sitting in fourth, but Swader was taking a peek on the inside right there. Good, tight battle for the final transfer spot. Swader keeps showing him the nose up the inside. Waylon Wilson now around to the point. He got around Clute there in turns 1 and 2 last time. Clute a little out of shape on the exits of the corners, and that's opening the doors for guys like Flynn and Wilson as he gets moved up the hill this time. This may cost him a couple of spots. He goes all the way back to the bubble. It's Hutton got around on the inside after the contact pushed Clute up to the fence. Turns 3 and 4. Swader is hanging tight right on the inside corner, left rear corner of that 14 car, and Ludwig trying to make up a little bit of ground. See if he can make it a 3-car battle for the final transfer spot with 5 to go. Clute up the hill again. That opens the door for Swader. Swader's got it at the line. Move Kyle Swader into the 4th position. He secures it cleanly out of 2. Now Ludwig is keeping that 14 car up on the top. He's running right through the middle. Clute and Ludwig, the 2 cars on the outside looking in. We're watching 4th place Kyle Swader. Waylon Wilson about 0.7 of a second over Scott Flynn. Todd Hutton another half second behind that, and then Kyle Swader a good 0.8 behind them, but he is starting to get away from 5th to 6th as these 2 guys start to battle side by side. Coming around to 2 to go. Waylon Wilson took the lead and has not been challenged since. Flynn, Hutton, and Swader right now in our transfer spots. The white flag of this time by C Main. Nearly at its close. And the 19 car of Waylon Wilson will transfer into the back of the B. Scott Flynn, Todd Hutton, and Kyle Swader will go with him. Ludwig, Clute, and Bond will be finished for the evening. All right, getting ready to go straight to our B main. Let's take just a moment. Big thank you to my man Tim over at Tim Sims. Proud supporter of the Dirt Racing Network. B-Main, 8 cars going to your A. Washock and Hart on the front row. Nye and Brandon in row number 2. 3rd row, Garmin and Birthday. Row 4, Miller and Sizemore. 5th row, Waylon Wilson and Scott Flynn. And the final row, Todd Hutton and Kyle Swader. So 12 cars, 8 move on. That'll fill in the 20-car field for the 40-lap A main. All right. One more time around. Final 4 eliminations. Washock and Hart will give us a good start here out of turn number 4. Haven't had a bad one all night long. Washock on the throttle. He's going to have a good lead as the green flag falls over the B main. Hart second, Nye third, Brandon fourth. Then Birthday, Garmin, Miller, Wilson. That's your top 8 right now. Waylon Wilson from the C main, sitting in a transfer spot, trying to run the alphabet soup. Brandon Garmin right in front of him in the 18 car, sits in 7th, and Zach Miller's right in front of him. Those 3 cars pretty close together. And they are running down Birthday, who's having trouble out of 4. So the 4th, 5th, 6th, or 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th right there, excuse me. Tight battle as Miller gets around Birthday. Now Wilson with a push from behind on Birthday. Into 3 and 4. He cuts it down low. See if he can move Michael Birthday back a spot. Get him a little closer to that bubble. Maybe put some pressure. Right now, Brandon Garman's got his hands full on the top side. Hutton working his way around. He's got the 8th position away. So put Garman on the outside looking in. Washak still out in front of Hart. Then Kurt Nye right behind that. Tommy Brandon in 4th. Miller worked his way to 5th. And Wilson hanging on to 6th right now in front of Hutton. Garman got around. His Birthday got out of shape. Scott Flynn and Garman got around Birthday. And right now, Brandon Garman sitting in our final transfer spot as they come to the halfway point of the B main. 6 down, 6 to go. Oh, Garman gets the car out of shape, gets nicked right there by Flynn, then gets bumped again by Swader. Birthday got around him, move him all the way back to 11th. Scott Flynn here, the 461 car now. Your bubble car. Still Washak holding on to just over a quarter second on Hart. Hart closed up pretty good there in 3 and 4. 4 laps to go. Nye still in 3rd. Then Tommy Brandon, Zach Miller, Waylon Wilson, Todd Hutton, and Scott Flynn. Swader, Birthday, Garman, and Sizemore are outside looking in cars right now. 3 laps to go. Hart got there. Just not able to make a move around the 77. Now shows him the nose. Going to pull alongside on the exit. Just a lot of momentum in the 77 car. He is able to drive right back by. Through 3 and 4, we'll be coming out for the white flag this time. Maybe a battle brewing for the 8th and final transfer spot. Swader got there. Keep an eye on these 2 right here so we know who gets the transfer. Washak will win it. Hart 2nd. Nye in 3rd. Brandon, Miller, Wilson, and Hutton. All those spots decided. Now the 8th and final one as Swader cut to the inside and he lost his momentum. So Scott Flynn will go to your feature tonight. Swader, Birthday, Garman, and Sizemore done for the evening. Short intermission will afford us one chance to give you guys a look at the commercials. We'll go through those very quickly here. Love it when we can pay the bills and keep the lights on around here. Drivers out for the warm-up. Got a couple of minutes still left in it. Car up into the fence there in 1 and 2. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Dirt Slingers, Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. Drivers at Lima Land. Big 40-lap feature. Guys racing for about $3,000, maybe a little more than that in the season prize purse. They are about 9 weeks into that 15-week season. That happens at 8 o'clock Eastern. Dominic Santino will have the call. A little hiatus for us the next week. Will be a very limited schedule. Dominic Santino will be calling all of the races, but the Dirt Slingers have that week off, so that's 3 or 4 races that will not be on. I know the Winter Nationals for the Tim's Simulators guys are off, so I have about 6 or 7 less shows, maybe 8, because I don't think there's anything but 1 race on Sunday, Dirt Kings. So a very limited schedule next week, and then right back to it the following week. So plenty still going on around DRN. Watching Josh Hart do a little practice. Good group back here. LeMay in the middle of that deal. 77 car Ryan Washock. Oh, little trouble for those guys. All right, practice session ending. Drivers getting ready to get out here for the feature. 20 cars for 40 laps. Colton Davis will have the pole, and the high side hustler will be on his outside, Braden Eiler. Second row will be Michael Fritz on the inside, and Ryan Wagenschutz on the outside of that row. Greg LeMay, Billy Rowley in row number 3. Row 4, Jeremy Prey and Jason Korn. Scott Smith and Jeff Sharp in row 5. Row 6, Kyle Wergowski and Thomas Beckett. Ryan Washock and Josh Hart in the 7th row. The 8th row, Kurt Nye and Tommy Brandon. Zach Miller and Waylon Wilson in your 9th row. And your final row, Todd Hutton and Scott Flynn. Couple of laps of pacing. And the boys will cut it loose. And we will be loud and obnoxious for 40 laps. All right, pace truck. Make the hard left to the infield right here. Colton Davis, Braden Eiler on our front row. Michael Fritz and Ryan Wagenschutz. Row 2, Greg LeMay, Billy Rowley in the 3rd row. Green flag in the air, feature time. NARC SSR, big block modifieds. Caution already. Ryan Washock got the 77 car in some trouble. Let's see what happened to him off the start. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, okay, a little contact in front of him is kind of, I think, what started that. Wergowski, and he just ends up kind of in the mess. He's the car that spins around a couple cars behind him, so he's going to end up being at the tail end of this thing because of that. So not much happened, and these guys will get back up here. They'll go back double file. Your first 6 cars, nothing changed for them position-wise. So when they reform the field here this time, we will basically have our original starting lineup. Just waiting on Colton Davis to get on the loud pedal, and he does so right there. Green flag back in the air. A-Main resumes. Davis goes right to the penthouse. And the high side hustler going to follow right in his tire tracks. They come out 1 and 2 into turns 3 and 4. Michael Fritz in third. Wagon shuts. The 13 car going to be fourth. And Billy Rowley, the rowdy one, going to be all right there in the 5th spot. Trying to keep that 79 car moving forward. Jason Korn, Jeremy Prey, Greg LeMay, Scott Smith, and Jeff Sharp, your top 10. It is kind of a hornet's nest back here from about 8th on back. These guys still 2 wide, 3 wide. Out of 2, you saw Beckett right in the middle of that 3 wide right there. Almost in it again, coming out of turn 4. Rogowski's on the top side of that. Tiny bit of contact with the wall back here. I want to say that's Jeff Sharp in the 28. Yes, it is. Good, tight racing. This is outside the top 10, but it's very good, tight, close racing. We're going to keep an eye on it. They're about 2 wide up here for 5th on back. As you see Billy Rowley in that 79 car working the top side. He's moved up to 4th right around the 92 of Fritz, and Fritz is making the bottom work. Nothing changing at the front. Colton Davis starting to inch away from Braden Eiler. 0.7 of a second right now. Wagon shuts in 3rd, and Billy Rowley right on his back end. And caution, Waylon Wilson in the 19 car. Problems for him. Let's see what happened to Waylon. 3 wide right here going into 3. Sharp was into the middle. Miller was on the top. Whoa, a little phantom contact there. Looked like there was still space between those cars. But when you turn it past 90 degrees, it automatically tosses a caution. So, 8 of our 40 laps complete. Davis, Eiler, Wagon Shuts, Rowley, Fritz, your top 5. Then Korn, Prey, LeMay, Smith, and Wiergowski rounding out the top 10. All 20 cars still on the track. All 20 cars still on the lead lap. All right. Should get our 1 to go here. Lining them up double file, ready to go back to the green. All right. Davis on the throttle, green flag, back in the air. Eiler trying to hang with Davis right now. Davis went in slider line in 3 and 4. Eiler stayed up on the momentum line. Quarter second that time by 1 and 2. Billy Rowley up to 3rd now. Good run for the rowdy one here in the feature. Ryan Wagenschutz, a 13 car. Able to work his way into fourth, and then Fritz in the 92 still hanging on to fifth. He's going to move from the bottom to the top. Here comes Jeremy Prey in the 117. Prey making the bottom side work. He pulls alongside Fritz. That's for fifth. Greg LeMay right behind that. Jason Korn, the 1-car, 5-car battle here from about fifth on back. Braden Eiler has run down your leader. And now trying to put some pressure on him, find the weak spot. Gets a great run through the middle of the corner there, and he closes right in. Now he takes the 5-car right to the bottom. Can he have the drive? Oh, look like Colton Davis clipped the wall up there in 3 and 4. Eiler clears him, new leader. Braden Eiler, the high side hustler, takes the 5-car to the point, but I don't think the battle's over. Here comes Davis with the slider. And Eiler easily counters that, and he keeps the lead, parks the car right back in front of him in 1 and 2. Now Braden Eiler with about a car and a half, 2-car advantage. But Davis still working the slider line. Got a little closer that time. Didn't allow Eiler back to the top side. Eiler had to run about 3/4 of the way up. Colton Davis now takes back the point. These two have broken away by 2 seconds from Billy Rowley in third. Then it's Michael Fritz, the 92 car, in fourth. And a battle between Wagenschutz and Prey for fifth. Creeping in on halfway. Oh, Billy Rowley with a bunch of problems.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Billy Rowley with problems in turns 3 and 4. All by himself here. This is out of turn 2. Good run down the back. Oh, car starts to bounce, and he was a little out of shape. Right rear into the fence, sucks the right front in. And then Fritz had nowhere to go, and he knocks the left side off. So Billy Rowley, not sure how damaged the 79 car is, but he's going to be all the way back. He's going to take that thing to the infield, it looks like. Colton Davis still out in front. Braden Eiler. Billy Rowley no longer in third, so that'll be Jeremy Prey. Then Greg LeMay, Jason Korn, Scott Smith, Thomas Beckett, Kurt Nye, and Todd Hutton. And I guess Kyle Wergowski now up to 10th. So big shake-up there. Rowley and Fritz both heavily damaged. Billy Rowley back on track. So is Michael Fritz. Tripped through the work area and got those two cars right back where they needed to be. All right, field former back up. 18 down, 22 to go. Colton Davis, Braden Eiler on the front row. Davis on the throttle. Eiler with a good time that time. He timed that up perfect. He's going to stay right on Colton Davis through 1 and 2 here. Jeremy Prey hanging on to third. LeMay on the top. Had fourth, but Korn looks around on the middle and the bottom. And at the line, Jason Korn has fourth. LeMay is fifth. 3 and 4 wide in behind that. Smith, Nye, and Beckett were 3 wide in turns 1 and 2 for just a moment. We're going to go back up here. I think these guys are going to go 3 wide. That's the one car of Korn on the bottom. LeMay's in the middle, and Jeremy Prey, excuse me, I completely forgot his name. He had the top. Now he goes to the bottom, so these guys swapping lines each and every set of corners. This is a battle for third right here, and they're 3 wide for it. Now it's a 4-car battle. Scott Smith into it, a 5-car battle with Kurt Nye right there. 3rd through 7th. Still 3 wide in that battle for third. Now LeMay with a run off the top side by about a car length. Pulls out in front. Sets himself in third. Now Corn and Prey battling for 4th and 5th. Focused on the best racing on the track right here. These guys have been 3 wide for numerous laps. Now LeMay starting to get a bigger advantage. Caution that time. Not Flynn, not Rowley, maybe Wagon Shuts. 13 car right in front of Billy Rowley. Up to the fence, right rear into it, right front pulls him in. It's kind of the way the big blocks work. You put the right rear into the fence, it's going to pull it around and slam the right front up there too. Almost like a sprint car works. All right, across the halfway point. Davis, Eiler, LeMay, Corn, Prey, Smith, Nye, Beckett, Wiergowski, and Sharp, your top 10. All right, drivers will get back to 2 by 2. Front row, the entire race has really not changed a bit. Davis and Eiler have been our 2 control cars up front. Now, Greg LeMay and Jason Korn will be in row number 2. Davis on the throttle, another good start for the 27 machine. Eiler and LeMay, 2nd and 3rd. The battle's going to start to shape up here for 4th. Prey's on the bottom, Corn's on the top. Coming to the 14 to go mark. Oh, big pile up behind. I saw Jeff Sharp in this.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Yeah, Jeff Sharp got right in the middle of this one. You see the 58, the 17, the 55 car, the 53's out of shape right there. See who gets who down here. Sharp finds the fence. He's going to just start collecting cars. He ends up upside down. Miller got a piece of that. Wagon Shuts may have had a piece. I'm not sure if Tommy Brandon got a piece of it or not. But Washock off track. Sharp is off track. So still 13 laps to go when we go back to green. Davis and Eiler, LeMay, your top 3. Then Prey, Korn, Smith, Nye, Beckett, Wiergowski, and Josh Hart. The 58 car back here in 10th. All right, field forming up back to 2 wide. Green flag coming out of turn number 4. Davis on the throttle, Eiler on the throttle, LeMay. They're going to come out 1, 2, 3 again. The battle's still going to be for fourth. Now LeMay with a little bit of a slip. He opens the door for Jason Korn. Now going to have to work to get the spot back as Korn goes to the bottom. He's got the one car working pretty good. Oh, 74 Machine of Nye caught a tire there. Now Prey puts the 117 in the middle of the Korn and LeMay sandwich and caution. I'm not sure who that was for. I think it happened right in front of these guys right here. You see the 74 bouncing, shaking out of the way. Contact right there. Contact between Wagon Schutz and Zach Miller, maybe? Yep, Zach Miller was part of it. Todd Hutton was a part of that. So cautions breed cautions. Just guys tied on top of each other and a little bit of physical contact. We are inching our way closer to 10 to go. So we wait for the field to form back up 2 by 2. Quite possibly right here. Lights off on the pace truck. Actually, they're going to go single file since we've had a couple 3 restarts that didn't complete a lap. They will restart these guys with 11 to go. Single file. See if they can settle the drivers down just a little bit. Still Davis, Eiler, LeMay, Korn, and Prey, the top 5. Davis, good start for him. Good start for your top 5. Pretty much single file right now through 1 and 2. Eiler with the cut down line. And now the slider line in 3 and 4. He's going to be right up alongside Davis. Just not enough room. Make the move, but Davis now knows he's there. Top 2 already starting to break away from the field. 9/10 of a second. Once again, Eiler with that slider line. Just can't quite get it there. He's going to cut down in 1 and 2, get a good run down the hill and down on the inside of the backstretch. I think he lost ground that time. Battle for third. Heating up once again. LeMay's on the top. Korn is in the middle and Prey down on the bottom. These 3 guys have gone at it for quite a few laps on restarts. We are down to 7 to go and they are still 3 wide. LeMay on the top side should have the momentum to clear these guys. He gets away right now. Scott Smith, that 53 car, the black and blue car, he's hanging right in here waiting for one of these guys to make a mistake. Every time LeMay gets clear, Jason Korn pulls right alongside and caution again. Josh Hart's car upside down. See what happened to him. And a little help. Got some help from behind from Wiergowski. So 5 to go. 5 laps remain. See who is at the front at the end right now. Colton Davis is having the best of it with every restart. And Braden Idler trying to find some kind of grip somewhere. Had a shot at him earlier. They got into a slider battle, and he just wasn't able to hang on to the lead. Davis got back around. The cars we really need to watch. 99 of LeMay, the 1 of Korn, and the 117 of Prey. It only takes about a lap and a half after the restart, and those guys get side by side by side. And the battle for the final podium position. Each of the last 3 restarts has been right amongst those 3 guys, and they have not been shy about stacking them up left to right across the track and running hard. So we'll see what these guys do. But pace truck is in the infield. Green flag is going to come out of turn 4. Watching Colton Davis in the 27 for the restart. He's on the throttle, and that time Eiler got a lot better start than he has the last couple. They're going to be tight going through 1 and 2. Can Eiler do anything right on the restart here? Didn't do it that time. I think Davis thought he was going to go for the slider since he was so close, and that didn't work for him. We're going to go back and watch and see if LeMay gets into a 3-wide battle again. 4 to go with Korn and Prey. Jason Korn getting good runs out of the corner. LeMay taking the car in the middle. Now stays down there. All the way to the top shelf in 1 and 2. They're about to stack them up 3 by 3 here. Oh, not that time. Korn didn't drive it down in the middle. 2 to go this time by. It looks like Greg LeMay holding serve now. We're going to go to the front because Braden Eiler is all over Davis. And now Eiler through the middle, brings the car out. Lost about a half a car length that time. White flag in the air. Final time around. Does Eiler have anything? Davis covers the slider line. Looks like Colton Davis will pick up the win. Braden Eiler going to come home in second. And Greg LeMay is going to hang on for third. So we will try to get our top 3 drivers in, chat with them. Let them tell you about their feature race tonight. Just waiting on the guys to bring them around, get them parked on the front stretch. And they'll start joining me right here in the broadcast booth. Right now they're going to clean all of the cones off of that front stretch. Good job by the boys of parking them right where we could see them. All right, let's see. Braden Eiler. Greg LeMay is already ready to go. So let's get Greg in here. Greg, you got a copy?
I got a copy, Roger.
Well, man, a great run for you tonight here in the Big Block Modified. You come home on the bottom step of the podium, but in this field it looked like third. That's a pretty fair run.
Yeah, it was a tough night. I don't know if I had the car quite set up exactly how it needed to be to catch those 2 up front, but I found something there at the end to kind of gap the guys behind me. But me, Jason, and Jeremy had a really, really good race there throughout the majority of that. So it was a good time.
Yeah, it looked like those last 2 or 3 restarts until the very last one, within a lap or 2, you guys were 3 wide racing for that final podium spot. And really, everybody was pretty equal. How good was the track out there tonight?
It was really fun. It was really fun. These things race really well, and they get around the track pretty evenly, it seems, in a variation of lines. So that makes it really fun racing and gives you opportunity to pass. And I mean, there was how I got by those 2 was like driving down the middle as tight as I could get between the 2 of them. I think all of our door panels were bashing back and forth at one time. So it was really, really fun.
Well, a fantastic race. I'm sure you got some shout-outs and some thank yous before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, like I always do, I want to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. Always do a great job. And, I mean, School Sim Racing, the NARC series, Tommy Brandon, if you guys need anything dirt-related, check him out. He's got setups, he's got training, he's got one-on-ones, all kinds of cool free stuff if you want to just jump in and see what it's all about. And then everybody over at the Elbows Up team, we got Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports B, Jessup's Logistic Paints by Tunican, Hergot, Real Estate Group, BS Air, Over the Wall Photography, Catch Fence Apparel, Roofco, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. So finally got all those guys down, so I want to make sure to big shout out to them and thanks to them for letting us do what we do.
You know, as often as I've heard that list, I kind of have that list memorized myself.
I'm getting there.
I could tell you if you missed anybody, so you're pretty safe tonight, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. We appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you maybe even in 2 weeks here when we get back on the track.
Sounds good, buddy. You have a good time. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Your third place finisher, Greg LeMay. Let's grab second place. I haven't talked to this little feller here in a minute. The high side hustler, Braden Eiler. Are you there, buddy?
Yeah, nice to see you on Discord.
Don't start. Man, a good run for you. You actually, after the first long run to start this thing, you got up there and you really challenged Davis. You guys got into a bit of a slider battle there. Looks like you guys were having a hell of a race.
Yeah, I was wanting the bottom 3 and 4 to stay there longer so I could use it later in the race, but even if it was there, the only time I was going to be able to use it was to pass one corner, hope I clear them, and then get back to my regular line, which it worked once, and then I tried it one more time in the final lap, and it really just wasn't good at all. There wasn't really a whole lot of grip until about the straightaway, so it didn't really stick a whole lot, but I didn't really, middle stage, it kind of felt like the car fell off, and then the last couple yellows, it felt better and was able to hit my marks better. I don't know if I was finally calming down or if it got better, but still trying to learn in these, but we'll get better.
Yeah, it looked like, the track didn't change a whole lot. It looked like at times maybe the bottom was there randomly. But this track, kind of a high side track anyway, and that's kind of your forte. How comfortable have you gotten in the big block running on the high side?
Here I've been struggling. I don't know. This track seems different on the top compared to a lot of other ones I ran, but I absolutely love Eldora and Lernerville in them. So, I'm pretty good in there and them tracks, but still got to get a little bit of accustomed to how the cars drive and the style of racing compared to having a wing on top of my head.
Well, a great run. Second place tonight. I'm sure you've got a long list of people that you need to give shout-outs to, so we'll let you get to that before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, huge thanks to Matthew Henniger at Wicked Energy Gum for helping me out, supporting me. Also, Ryan Hergot at Roofco Indy and Hergot Real Estate. Everybody else up Sensport, and huge thanks to Discord for this platform that we can talk on.
You're a relentless young man. Relentless. Appreciate you taking the time, buddy, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night in the 410 cars.
Yep.
Your second place finisher, Braden Eiler. Unfortunately, I do not believe we're going to get a chance to talk to our winner tonight. I do not see Colton Davis anywhere around. But a great run for him, and congratulations to him on hanging on and picking up this victory. We will hopefully get a chance to talk to him in the future, maybe even come back and revisit what happened here. We're going to run through, not going to run through that. We're going to run through this. We are going to run through our final results. Davis wins it. Eiler was second. LeMay third. Jason Korn, great run for him, and a good challenge between Greg LeMay and Jeremy Prey for third for the longest time, about the last half of that race. Prey finishes fifth. Scott Smith in sixth. Seventh to Thomas Beckett. Kurt Nye in eighth. Kyle Rogowski finishes ninth. Billy Rowley, the old rowdy one there, comes home in 10th. Good run at the beginning. Got himself in a little trouble, had to go to the back, but still recovers to finish in the top half of the field. Michael Fritz, 11th. Ryan Wagenschutz comes home 12th. Waylon Wilson in 13th. Scott Flynn, 14th. 15th to Zach Miller. 16th was Josh Hart. Tommy Brandon in 17th. Todd Hutton in 18th. Jeff Sharp finishes 19th, and Ryan Washok rounded out the field. Good night of racing. Always fun to watch the big blocks. Really like that new mod. Glad to have these guys on the network. Be back with them in 2 weeks' time. Right here again on a Wednesday night. Until then, guys, don't forget about Thursday nights. Dominic Santin will be back on the call 8 o'clock Eastern time. Until we see you the next time, everybody, keep it dirty. Good night.